4 minutes just on stream, like trying to figure out what it was.
Remember what our name was.
D1 and Nintendo not tuning in to CFL Smackdown. Or at least not enough to know the name. They're putting us on blast.
Right? We have to tweet them. It's like, hey, watch us. We're coming out today.
We're coming out
We're
today.
coming for your titles, for your seats.
You hear
in the
that?
Top commentary. You're gonna see Steel in a suit coming up soon at the regionals.
Like, let me show you what's up, boys.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's talk Mailer. But yeah, for sure.
All I'm trying to say, DJ Nintendo and D1, if you're out there listening and or watching, CFL Smackdown.
Hit us up.
Hit us up. Anyway, it looks like we're going to go right into the other winner semis match. Hungrybox versus Drunksloth.
It's another floaty slugfest.
Yeah, for sure.
Despite this being a haven for fast followers, there have been a lot of floaties in the past couple of matchups. Popo not close enough. Goes for the grab on the ledge and slowly falls down the mountain.
How do you feel about this matchup in general?
Oh, jeez. I mean,
because
that drift on Puff is so good.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not entirely sure too much about the matchup because I've only ever seen Hungrybox destroy Ice Climbers players.
Right, yeah.
And that I'm not entirely sure if that's because Hungrybox is a stupidly good player or if because the matchup is heavily skewed in Puff's favor. I'd have to imagine that...
I can't even guess, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I feel like Puff definitely has a lot of tools. Like, you think of the Ice Climber tools for setting up wobbles.
Right.
A lot of them are like catching techs and tech rolls and just like being able to stop approaches with the Blizzard and whatnot.
yeah.
But I feel like we've seen Hungrybox a couple times like go in for a somewhat unsafe back air and then just back way up.
Yeah. Just be
and
like, oh,
Jay has to super overcommit to grab it, and he's still like a 50-50 on getting him. So I feel like it's kind of like the Peach versus Ice Climbers matchup in that sense that Ice Climbers have so many tools for dealing with most of the cast that the random little tools that Puff and Peach have to avoid like letting Ice Climbers use those tools just makes it such a struggle. Like, nothing is easy. Every once in a while you can catch like good setups with climbers on Fox or even Marth, who's a little bit heavier and falls faster. Oh, that's super rough.
Oh, that's very rough. Drunksloth kind of shaking it off like, yeah, okay.
I mean, he's learning. He has to figure out this matchup.
Yeah.
It's just that back air, dude.
Yeah.
It's just so much mobility.
It's
like,
so
the climbers have it like on the ground, but like since they're usually like taking the shield hits done, then Puff moves about the same speed and she just has frame advantage on it. So it's such a struggle. I feel like he's got to go for a lot of like really hard reads, but Hungrybox is not going to give them to him.
Right. I feel as though on paper, which is something that I feel like I say a lot with Puff, but on paper, Jigglypuff back air is a better character than the individual climbers.
Yeah,
you know
almost.
What I mean? That is not to say that like Jigglypuff entirely just invalidates the character, but there's so little that they can do about a well-spaced Jigglypuff back air.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what we've seen like Hungrybox move into that meta too, is that he's just shown us how incredibly powerful just like spacing is. Just in general, like not even specifically spacing back airs, but like if your spacing in general isn't on point, and we've seen that with like the way he grabs, the way he moves across the stage, like having tight, like really tight spacing is so, it's so clutch. Like it gets you so much mileage. You don't have to deal damage, you just have to make sure you're not losing. I mean, obviously eventually you have to deal damage, but there's something to be said about not being in a bad position. And Hungrybox just never needs to commit to a position unless he knows that he's already in the advantage.
It's looking like a very, very rough challenge for Drunksloth right now.
He just hasn't been able to get anything started. It's just like running into and away from back airs. It's super brutal.
Like Hungrybox has just kind of been able to go.
Hungrybox even just using the pound too.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Slow,
he's just been able to go basically into like the Ice Climbers basically at will whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Gets the kill on Nana, and then Sopo is just so helpless. It feels like. Look at that. What is he gonna do?
Right.
Like he literally, his shield got back aired twice. Drunksloth said, okay, it's time to wave dash out because my wave dash is great. And he got dashed.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, nope, denied. Oh, man. Hungrybox looking dominant.
In a good
right
position
now.
here.
Yeah.
This stage is weird.
He's looking so good right now.
Yeah, I love the spacing on those pounds.
Yeah,
It's kind of like drifting a little bit upwards, so you can't like obviously grab him. And if he does hit a pound, it's really good at separating the climbers because their shields are so bizarre. Like I think Nana's is either a lot smaller or something.
The Nana shield can never light shield. That's the trick with it. A lot of climbs. Oh, what?
Yeah, sure. We'll run into it.
Ice climbers. There's a trick that they can do where like the Sopo or the main climber can light shield, and the Nana will always hard shield. You can kind of just trip up some people's aerial movement with that. Yeah, their timings with that and everything. Diz Kid is a big proponent of that. Like I know all my ice climbers knowledge just because Diz like does it and like tells me about it. Just throwing that all out there.
All right.
I'm a fraud.
That's so rough.
Good mash out, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 8%'s the time to do it, but oh jeez.
Oh
my God, he's hit him the wrong way and then he hit him the right way. That's so frustrating.
Oh yeah.
That's so brutal. That's such a rough.
Life.
I think you're right. I think, like, other than Hungrybox being literally a godlike player in the sense that he is an A-like HUD, this matchup seems atrocious for climbers.
The best thing.
I mean, let me know if I'm wrong,
so like the best ice climbers recently, especially recently, to do well against Hungrybox was Chudat. I believe it was DreamHack. It was one of the other DreamHacks that happened. I'm not sure if it was Austin or if it was Montreal. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was one of the other DreamHacks.